Well, good evening. The triplets are doing good. The cuties. Little boy has claimed the top of the cube. The little girls are, it's fine, we're gonna go eat. These little ones are just having a good time. They were both up on the cube. Mr. Little Boy here and this little girl. They're so cute. The little goats are so cute. So I think I've noted before that I have a couple of escape artists, namely Gigi and Gidget. Yesterday, Gidget had her little boy go escape with her. And it was so cute watching him run with her to get back in when I came out, because they're not supposed to be out. She doesn't usually pay any attention to me, but that was pretty cute watching her run across the yard. They are just incredibly cute little goats, and I so love them. So, Miss Gigi is going to have a baby sometime here. Trying to keep everybody straight. Unfortunately, the babies have figured out how to get into trouble. Not that they ever have very much trouble finding out how to get into trouble. Hi, Miss Gracie. You're a good mom, aren't you? Your little girls. I'm going to wean them real soon here. We're going to get the boys off the farm. Get them to somebody who takes care of little goat boys. And they'll be weed eaters and have all sorts of fun. And if you guys are ever curious, all these little goats with the short ears, their bloodline is called an La Mancha. I had somebody ask about it in a comment, and I told them about La Manchas. La Mancha stole my heart, and they are my best little goats. I love them. I love them, I love them, I love them. So, they're not pure, but I love these little elf ears. That's what they call them. It's the technical name for La Mancha babies to have elf ears. And they just can't stand it. But if you want to know more about it, you can read about it on Wikipedia and get some of the details. But they are the only goat breed, the accepted goat breed that is based on breeding in the U.S. They're from California. And they supposedly came from short-eared Spanish goats. And they were selectively bred for having little or no outer ears called a pinna. And they are just so cute. But they're also super tough. They are known for the girls are known for being able to stay in lactation for a couple years. So they don't have to be bred quite as often. Calm, quiet, nice dispositions, typically really good moms. And goofballs to play. Well, I think all little goats are goofballs to play, but yeah. And I just love them. I think I've told this story before, but the whole reason I have Charlie was my first, well, not my first La Mancha, but she was the La Mancha that really stole my heart. and she was just the sweetest little goat. And she was Rhoda's mom. And when I got her, she was she was so little, so thin. You'd take her out on pretty much on a dog leash, and we would go for walks together, and we would eat, or she would eat. She'd go through and eat vines and raspberry bushes and anything, whatever she wanted. We'd take a long walk around the yard and around the house and and chew on things and eat. And she got better. She went from having a pretty dull coat to having a really shiny, glossy coat, and she was my little buddy. So my name isn't Charlie. I'm not Charlie. Charlie is the dairy's named after my favorite little girl, Charlie. And I lost her tragically to a stroke type of situation. She had an aneurysm and died. And it was really, really sad. She died at the vet clinic. I'd taken her in because something was wrong, and told me to come and get her. They had her stabilized, and on my way up there, I got another call saying that something had happened, and I had to hurry and get there. I got there, and we ended up putting her down because they couldn't control the seizures. So they figured she had some sort of a aneurysm, and basically it was just too much neurological damage. But she was my little buddy, and I can't think of a better little goat ever. Except for this little boy who is trying to figure out how to lay on top there. He was laying up. Actually, all three of them were laying up there earlier today. But anyway, it's bittersweet memories with Charlie. But she was my buddy. So if you want to know, my name is Craig. It's not Charlie. So, but I think of Charlie every day. And she's still in my heart, so she's still with me. And I love how they're chewing on their ears. That is such a little goat move. When they're older, like Jenna and Jasmine's age, they'll be lined up to eat, and then they bite each other's ears to try to get them to move. And a lot of times what'll happen is that the La Mancha will bite their ear, and then they turn around and they try to bite the La Mancha back, and there's no ear to bite. It just doesn't seem fair, but the La Mancha is like giggling all the whole time. So yeah, I have a soft spot for them. Well, way too much information about little goats. Yeah, but they're still some of my favorites. Miss Frigg here is a cross between an Alpine. Her mom was Molly. She's a half sister to Molly that was here. Polly was her mom, not Molly. Polly was her mom. She's a sister to Molly, half sister, and she was bred. Polly and Molly were Alpines, and you can see Frigg's Frigg's dad was a Nubian, so she's half and half. Gracie is a mini Nubian, so she was a cross between a Nigerian dwarf and a Nubian, but she's only a single cross, so she's still stayed to be pretty big goat, and she's a sweetheart. And Miss Coco is a variety. I have no idea exactly what she is, but she is part part La Mancha. I would say mostly La Mancha, but there's something else because she has elf ears. So elf ears are usually a case where you have some other breed involved. You can see the little girl here. She's got smaller ears, and the little boy has very small ears. So yeah, they're Norman's babies for sure from the color alone, because Norman always threw white or light colored babies. But they got a little more La Mancha in them than Coco. But Coco's still a good mom. And the little boy's trying to figure out why mom won't play. Mr. Minty here is a purebred. I didn't get him registered, but could have been registered as a La Mancha. He has the tattoo and everything, so all I would need to do is contact the breeder and get the paperwork, and I could register him. I'd have to get him DNA tested, and it's not really worth it for what I do. I'm not showing goats, and he's a funny man as it is, and a good fellow. And there's Miss Rhoda. Miss Rhoda, mom was Charlie, and her dad was a Nubian. Still, can't fault her. She's just the perfect little girl, and I love her. She's my herd queen most of the time. She's over there teaching the other goats to behave and follow her example. So, anyway, I digress like always, and I love my little goats, and they are about the best little friends anyone could ever ask for. And I want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to chatting with you guys again, and I will see you all tomorrow. And please subscribe and share and like and comment, and I'm happy to answer questions. And I need some baby names, so I got all these babies to name. Anyway, you guys, I will talk with you tomorrow. Good night.